Okay, so Bungie, well, Destiny 2 team on Twitter, which is Bungie obviously, but they put up some info about different things. We're gonna read through some of these tweets today because there's a lot of them they just released out. Yeah, so Fireteam Finder launches this season. You can see it grayed out right now, and our raid stress test starts tomorrow. Details here, which we already knew about. We're excited to show the Fireteam Finder beta roll rolls out as we head toward a full feature launch. Currently planned for late January, and finally, we can't wait for everyone to discover what the team has in store in Warlord's Rune this Friday. Here's a sneak peek. Not gonna lie, the picture does look dope. Also, a little confusing what the green stuff is. Is that supposed to be Hive or something? It's Scorn, we're pretty sure, right? So, what's what the green glow's about? It looks hectic. Like, I actually like it. It looks cool. I like it. I hope we get to cross the bridge. Like, some sort of thing that prevents us from crossing it to figure out. I hope this isn't just like an outside look and then it's like a teleporter or something that takes us in our underground thing. I hope we actually get to cross that bridge. That'd be cool. But, yeah. What they all say regarding anti-barrier sidearms this season, we're super excited about the new rocket sidearm weapon subtype launching this Friday in the new Warlord's Rune dungeon. So they confirm the rocket sidearms are back. Well, not back, sorry, but are being added now. So we'll get early access to them in a sense because they were supposed to be, I'm pretty sure for final shape were supposed to be when they came out. But we'll either way, maybe it wasn't early, maybe it was still part of the plan. But yeah, we get to try a new subtype sidearm, which could be fun. I'm not sure how this will go yet. I'm interested in seeing. This sidearm archetype should give folks more opportunity to counteract barrier champions with this season's artifact, even if they aren't leaning into the solar radiant artifact perks or existing intrinsic anti-barrier exotics. Or PvP strike team, which obviously Wish Ender is the best. If you have Wish Ender, you don't need anything else for anti-barrier. Arbalest is also one of the best, so you don't need it if you have that. Those two just kind of carry the whole meta. But yeah, our PvP strike team has been delivering a lot of updates on changes coming into the game, and we just launched several this week. Some early feedback we're seeing and would like to address. There seems to be some instances in which Fearless D competitive pulse rifle is not being rewarded for completing the placement series challenge. We are actually investigating this. That's good because I didn't know that was a thing. Or flip me. Glad they're doing something about that. Iron Banner kicks off next Tuesday with the new tribute mode. And we've got good news. Lord Saladin will start selling Iron Banner armor ornaments from years 1 and 2, and the Elusive Iron Symmetry set, which will return as the base set at last. Put those Iron Banner engrams to work. Hello. More replies. Let's see. Is there more here? There is more. Control will be available as a selectable mode with while Checkmate Control is active. More details come in this week's TWID tomorrow. We see a lot of speculation about Checkmate and what that means for Crucible. We have no plans to turn Checkmate on across all of Crucible. Instead, we're aiming for a midway point for ability cooldowns and weapon tuning that doesn't result in specific weapons dominating. Like SMGs. We're also aware of some issues with Checkmate's special ammo implementation, and we'll be trying various new approaches to improve this system. Regarding Checkmate time to kill changes, we will be regularly tuning TTK. Our target going forward is to keep optimal TTK consistent with the current Crucible sandbox, i.e. fastest you can defeat an opponent will remain unchanged. So, basically SMGs are still the best then, by a mile? Like, they're the fastest TTK, Bungie, what the fuck? Okay. Meanwhile, we will be looking into to reduce body shot damage, and the result is an increase in the skill gap where consistent headshots are rewarded with faster TTK. Alright, makes sense, I guess. At the same time, SMG still meta. Thank you, Bungie. Yeah. So where were we? Right here. Okay. We're happy to see the love for the Coil and Riven's Lair from the community so far. We wanted to make sure loot was front and center, especially for those who go for platinum. Remember this, it is week 1, different paths through the coil will be rotating as the season unfolds. So, I do like the coil. The Riven's Lair thing is just basically a piece of the coil, but I love the coil. I think it's a great thing. I think when you do a platinum, you get tons of loot, and you get loot throughout it through all the secret chests. I think this is 100% one of the best seasons for it. The problem is, the loot, in my opinion, is trash. The guns for the season suck. The rework they've done for the Dreaming City ones, there's a couple that are okay. The rest are either the same boat they were in before, they're okay, but not really worth it because they're not craftable, or they're absolute trash. So, yeah. I'm not really... I wish they would have given better rewards, because then they could have actually, like, advertised this in a better way, in a sense, like, more people would have liked it. But the seasonal weapons, there's a couple that are okay. The rest are really trash in my opinion. I mean, I know it's my opinion, so some people will disagree, but I don't like them. Like, there's only a couple that are cool, and they're not actually practical. They're just cool. And then there's one that may be a potential god roll if they don't mess it up, which I have to get it crafted to know for sure. It's a combo I saw. But the best weapon this season is a rocket launcher that gets slide shot and surrounded, or reconstruction surrounded, clown card surrounded, and envy surrounded, I think. Has all three of those. And surrounded is insane perk, so have that on the rocket is cracked. But it's a world drop, so good luck getting that. I doubt anyone will see it, pretty for the most part. But yeah, that's my take on that. But anyways, we're going to continue reading here. However, the shard economy is a bit too unforgiving based on our early observations. The team is looking into improving this so the path to platinum is still possible, even if you don't collect every shard from every pot. Truthfully, I feel like it's actually worth how they have it now. I think it's kind of a more of a thing, because it requires you to get all the shards, find the secret chest, find all the shards in there, kill the big boss guy. Well, he's not really a big boss. The little boss that spawns throughout that's Vex. Kill him, you get 25k or something from him. Like, I actually like how it works, and then you get a little extra along the way from kills and stuff. Personally, I think it's good. If they do want to lower it, I hope they don't lower it really low, because I feel like 140 is a really good spot. 140k. Personally, I know other people will disagree with that. They'll be like, oh, we had a 2-man. Well, me and Purple had a 2-man 3 rounds because our Blueberry left the first round, and we literally 3-man the thing, and we almost got platinum, not even knowing that was a thing, because this was day 1, and literally our second one, our first one, yeah, it was our second one in, and we didn't even know there was a platinum thing yet, or a chest thing. We were still learning what everything was and looking around. So, and we almost hit platinum by accident. So if we continually hit it by accident, I feel like it should be relatively easy for people to 2-man it and hit it without an issue. Because we did it by accident. We were just moving around, killing stuff, and finding stuff along the way to pick up. So it's 100% possible. I'll be able to debate that, but I feel like they shouldn't lower it too much if they are going to lower it. A little bit maybe, but if they lower it too much, it's going to be too easy, and then it's way too much loot for barely any work, and I don't think that's worth it, personally. I like how it is where you actually have to work to hit that point to get all the loot. So we'll see what they do, but hopefully they don't mess it up too much. I just wish the loot was better, obviously, but yeah. Speaking of loot, the team has already fixed the issue that prevented all players from getting lost loot from the chest at the end of the Riven's Lair run. Yeah, when we did this day 1, which was yesterday, we didn't get, I didn't get loot. Purple opened the chest and he got loot. I didn't get anything. It literally gave me nothing. I was like, where's my loot, Bungie? Now we know it was 100% a bug. We've heard you that asking players to go back to the Blind Well as part of the first week's story is a sore spot. One of our goals here was to make sure players knew from the start that this increased difficulty and new loot to earn in this activity. I don't mind they made Blind Well relevant again in a sense, because you can get all the old, anything to do with Dreaming City at any point weapons, and I like that. It's a bit weird, but I don't think it's that bad. I'm glad they actually did it, because I would have never known it was, they would have done that. Like, even if they would have put in a patch note somewhere, I wouldn't have known. So, I'm kind of glad they did that. I agree it might be a little bit of a sore spot, but everybody was doing it, so it was pretty easy to find people. And you can easily solo it if you have Trinity Ghoul with Blade Barrage, Trinity Ghoul, Hammer Titan with those gauntlets. You can do it with Trinity Ghoul and what's the Warlock one? Nova or Kamehameha. That works too. Freeze also you can do it with. Like, there's a lot of combos you can do it with now. So it's not like it's that big of a deal. Or Threadling build. So don't be scared of it. You can actually do it pretty easily if you have the right builds. And you don't even need Trinity Ghoul. Trinity Ghoul just really makes it a lot easier. But there's still other things you can use that make it really easy too. So don't worry. You're going to ability spam too to do it. So don't be scared of Blind Well. It's not that bad. It's always been easy. You just got to know what to do. But yeah. You won't need to go back every week. Players will only be asked to return to Blind Well once in week 6. And it will be an opt-in activity after that for the rest of the season. For the completionists out there, we'll have one seasonal challenge tied to the Blind Well later in the season, and one heroic Blind Well completion required for the seal. Kind of sucks since the Blind Well is not really part of the season in a sense. It is, but it isn't. I know technically it is since the ley lines and stuff, but at the same time it's not really. It feels more like it's just a, hey, we updated it, come get it, but yeah, whatever, we'll see. Hey everyone, we launched season with the Wish yesterday and have been monitoring the conversation around what you've been enjoying and what you haven't. We'll start things off with the starter pack, which is not something bringing joy, which is why we've pulled it from stores. We've heard your concerns and agreed that there are other parts of Destiny 2 that new players should wait to dive into first before chasing these exotic weapons, cosmetics, and upgrade materials. Yeah. And then they also said to remember a time with spicy crafted weapon combinations caused chaos. Players who were active between September 15th and September 21 has been sent a special emblem to commemorate this moment in Dest 2 history. Find the crafting emblem under Collections Flare Emblems General. Not gonna lie, I like it. I think it's funny. The rest of these I'm not gonna read. I was just gonna read these because these all came out today, basically. These two technically didn't, but these ones did, and I just wanted to read those two too. But basically, Bungie just answered a lot of things and said a lot of things to respond to people, and I like it. Some of these things are true, and some of these things clears up some thoughts about like PvP and what they plan to do. Glad they actually explained that finally. So, just honestly, I was pretty sure they were just gonna replace everything with Checkmate eventually. So, kind of glad they're not going to, but they want to find a middle ground, which I agree with, because currently Checkmate is not good for trials in the way it is currently. Yeah, but if you enjoyed the video, just talk about news and stuff. But yeah, just catch everyone up what's going on, what Bungie talks about. If you enjoy the news, let me know in a comment what you think about some of the info here that was read off. Y'all have a good day. I'm out of here.